an obvious map pick here that they were able to go to where I believe in them. I'm going to find it hard to pick them, but I guess, you know, stranger things have happened. You can try and come up with some sort of argument. It's not going to be easy, though.
Listen, they are... I think an uphill struggle is not enough of a description for the situation they are currently in. It is a big quest for Party Astronauts to beat the likes of ENCE in their current form. But stranger things have happened. There's always a time to peak, always a time to break through that glass ceiling, and perhaps that's today for Party Astronauts. I'll be on a T side of Ancient, and ENCE will quietly wait for a play to be made. As we can see, Party Astronauts will be poking and prodding towards the A-bomb site. SunPayus slowly moving away. He's found the bomb though, and he's found himself a lot of kills on the ramp as well. That is a fantastic result. Only one man required to shut down this round.
Oh, it's all the dualies. You love to see it. Dihar closes it out, but SunPayus unloads. And Yumi on the desk was asking for SunPayus to step up after a pretty poor performance by his standards in the opening day. Maybe that's all SunPayus needed. Maybe he just wants to impress Yumi, because damn, that is impressive. Just spraying away everyone in that choke point. That is where the dualies are at their best. Party Astronauts will pick up Tech9s into this one. They go for the Ancient pick here, which is a map they just beat Bravado on, so they might be warmed up on this map. Beat play coming in already. Maden and Snappy in position. The MP9 is doing good work, but Maden has been burnt. Finally, though, the rotate arrives. SunPayus and Dihar arrive with the rifles. Easy pickings at the end of the round.
Very fast round indeed. Interesting challenge ahead for the likes of Party Astronauts. I don't expect ENCE to take a victory for granted here. Love that logo on the top right. The helmet for PA. Dry round for them then. The dry landscape of Ancient may still prove to have some fruit in it though, if they can get some more headshots here, because maden's looking to clean up. And clean up they will. Just a one kill. Rare sight of an MP7. There's a whiteout skin for the MP7, so I'm a fan.
I've always liked the MP7. It's just a little more expensive.
Yeah.
I think at the pro level. That's why they don't pick it up. But it's pretty easy to control compared to some of the other SMGs, which I appreciate, especially at medium to long range. Here come the AKs for Party Astronauts. Got to see if they can cause any issues for ENCE here. The way that starts is by getting some map control, making sure you don't lose numbers early. I love seeing SunPayus try and get so active in mid. He has been flashed off though, so Sexy able to get into position. Not a bad start for the T side here. Good bit of map control on mid.
It's going to be a very important battleground, as it always is on this map. See how ENCE respond later on. Dihar picks a great time to emerge and open up that mid position. See PwnAlone fishing, trying to make a connection. We can see Orbs battling there later on, I'm sure. ENCE will slow things down now. Party Astronauts will look for a way back into this round, losing their first player. Plenty of presence being shown around this B-bomb site, but it is bolstered with 3 players here for ENCE.
Might get some aggression if the timing's right. Snappy's still playing close. They don't really have a flash to set that up, though. So Snappy would have to walk in by himself, which he is doing right now. This timing might be perfect. Bentley almost caught out. Just about gets away with his life, but 35 seconds. Party Astronauts have got to get a move on here.
Waiting for that smoke to go in front of Chop. Looking to pinch on this site. It is a 2 versus 4 situation here for ENCE to deal with. But Snappy's not shy for a outnumbered situation. Like Spino's dependable spots, and now the 2 remain as Snappy falls. The first kill for Party Astronauts in this one, but that quickly improves things. Taking a lot of damage though, and Viz won't be able to plant this bomb. 4-0 then, ENCE will keep the clean sheet for now.
Pretty solid round from ENCE. Snappy able to get 1 from the site, and then maden also came in with 1 while that was happening, so puts you in a really advantageous position. Saw there, he just got that kill on those players coming out through cave. I think for Party Astronauts, this team, I like a lot of the pieces, honestly. I think PwnAlone has been really solid as an AWPer in NA for a while. And then Sexy is someone who's got a lot of talent. It's just a question of his work ethic at times. So I want to see those guys step up, and well, it's Chop who's opened up this round. Snappy was trying to get activated, but against the pistols, strays a bit too far, gets spammed in the smoke. That should be a rifle recovered here, so opportunities now for Party Astronauts. It's even an AK.
Chance to do some damage then in this round. Not the fastest start here for Party Astronauts, but it's kind of what you do want to see from ENCE. You know, a team who can finally call themselves champions with this 4-0 start. Great angle from NertZ. Did he hear tagging through the smoke? Utter shooting gallery for him as he shuts things down to here. Only 2 remaining for Party Astronauts then. Bombs on the floor, and Bentley can't get anything done either. They'll get 2 kills from that at the very least. But again, this is looking great for ENCE. And again, like, you know, there's 2 stories here. Obviously, you always want to root for the underdog because you want to see them get past their previous peaks and go further, do better, and so on. But also, a new champion in ENCE. You want to see them have that consistency and continue as they mean to.
Absolutely. I think the way this ENCE team is set up now is really nice for them. You have NertZ and SunPayus to really watch for as the pillars of the team. And then I still love Dihar as a player. I think his aim is so sharp. So even though he's not set up to be a star, he can oftentimes overperform the positions you would expect from him. Here is that AWP from PwnAlone. We'll see if that can be a difference maker here. Is the AWP of SunPayus against him. And normally SunPayus is so solid on the CT side at holding these angles. Playing in the open. I think he'll try and get 1 shot and then fall back to safety if anyone rounds the corner. But for now, it looks like Party Astronauts happy to take some time. Maybe work some map control elsewhere.
Flashed off the angle. Scoping inward, reveal the intentions. So that's an awkward situation for them now.
Yeah, SunPayus doesn't have rifle support. This could get awkward if they run him down.
What is the time they're waiting for here? Party Astronauts. Oh, Viz finally goes far enough since SunPayus has got the Julies again, dancing around the choke point here. He will enjoy that control. So that's created a plan B for Party Astronauts, which might be towards that A bomb site. Now they've got the opening onto NertZ. That leaves Dihar to pick his position on the bomb site, as he knows it's likely players are coming his way. SunPayus will run distraction as well as the bomb is caught. One after the other they go. Party Astronauts poised up. Dihar dropped in the meantime. The numbers are dwindling, friends. This could be the first round for Party Astronauts. 3v2 as they plant the bomb. Snappy trying to find some position. SunPayus holding the left as Snappy can focus on the right, but PwnAlone's found him. And that leaves SunPayus in a 1 versus 2. Going towards CT, but is he going for this round? He's got 1,700 in the bank. The money's somewhat low for ENCE, so I don't know if he can really afford to lose this AWP, but lose it he will. And Party Astronauts are on the board.
Good mid-round call there from Party Astronauts. And I really like Bentley as a caller. I think his in-game leading is pretty solid. He provides a good structure to his teams. The one issue that Bentley is going to have is he's already not a great fragger over in NA. It's going to be hard for him to put up numbers. But if he can come up with calls like this, it's going to be really helpful. PwnAlone just able to get that pick towards mid. You see NertZ showing frustration. He was the man that gave up that kill at mid. That really opened up the avenue over to that A bomb site. Well worked by Party Astronauts, and ENCE have some issues in their buy. Just one round needed by the T's to cause a couple of weaknesses now for ENCE.
Yeah, ENCE with SunPayus forcing Party Astronauts to look elsewhere. Look elsewhere they did. Found that entry onto NertZ. Can understand the frustration. That puts ENCE in a very awkward position as far as their econ is concerned. So much potential for Party Astronauts here to mount an early comeback. Many are seen. Only one is dropped though. Bentley to trade. Trop still lurking. Could have something a part to play in the rotation, but they're all going past him in different directions. No one will cross his path. Keep an eye on how he plays later on. Maden's got to hold lines for the time being. SunPayus with 2. Chop and PwnAlone remain then. 2v2, 40 seconds. Plenty of time to try and solve these problems. They are committed to this bomb site as the bomb lies at the mouth of Donut. And now that late flank from Chop, who was over towards B, can get activated. The smoke will slow things down. Maden's looking for someone to make a play here. That's a big headshot from Chop as well. SunPayus needs more now. He's got 2, needs 2 more to win this round. And ENCE really need to win this round. They just can't afford not to. Surely the swing's got to come in from PwnAlone. Focused on Temple. Sees the bomb carrier Chop now. Where's the other player? Trying to stay alive here. Down to 31. And now none. Second round on the board. And they've broken ENCE. This is the scenario they were looking for.
Yeah, even with SunPayus continuing to put up numbers, not able to hold on to that round, ENCE. I think NertZ just having the P250 was so uncomfortable for him as he rotated towards A. This was SunPayus doing a solid job at trading, but then NertZ pushed him with the pistol. Didn't realize that PwnAlone would still be holding the molly. He was hoping he could sneak up on the players on the site. And so Party Astronauts getting something going here. Good to see from them on their map pick. Really not much for ENCE to work with in this round. I quite like the structure of this Party Astronauts team. I think it makes a lot of sense. You've got PwnAlone, Starorpa. Sexy is given a lot of freedom on this team. But I think against ENCE, it might be hard for him to make those aggressive early round plays that he really likes to go for. We saw in the earlier round, he tried to make a move on mid. Didn't work for him. But Party Astronauts have slowly found their way into this game.
Pop flash for the bomb carrier to clear the angles. Slow approach to limit variance, limit risk as best you can. Very clean indeed. ENCE will start to fish for some nonsense. See if they can be a pain in the butt for PA. But again, they're building some momentum now. Chipping away at that ENCE economy to find themselves in this situation. What comes after this round is what I'm focused on. Can they continue to rack these rounds up before ENCE have a resurgence? I do like the way in which they were forced away from the B-bomb site and found a way to get back into the round. That's promising, and that's encouraging for them as well. There's plenty of work for them to do in this game.
Yeah, Bentley is one of those players who has really committed to being an in-game leader, which at this level you don't always get players like that. So I think they really appreciate what he can bring to the team. Gives them some good structure to work with. It has been that A site where Party Astronauts have slowly found their way in. So we'll have to see if there are any adaptations here from ENCE. ENCE are always a team who like those mid-round rotations or mid-round aggressions. Wouldn't be surprised to see those come in.
Snappy with the MP9. very strong weapon.
Yeah, he normally plays around cave as well. So won't mind that, close quarters.
Right, then this is the round where Party Astronauts need to keep that conveyor belt moving. Keep throwing coal in the oven, keep the wheels turning. Won't be aggression from the T side on mid on this occasion. They're holding on to their util though. Party Astronauts have used almost no util so far, so they know what they want to do for this round. Starting slow, there will be a temple and a donut smoke served on the A bomb site. 2 players are focused there, but the B players aren't moving just yet. They might have to now that SunPayus has been dropped. Maden rotating away from the B bomb site. Does Chop dare go through the smoke? Maden's holding on for now, but slowly slinking back to that A bomb site, which has been taken. Snappy drop towards B. What is the play then from Party Astronauts? ENCE haven't seen the bomb just yet, and they're losing players left and right. Sexy's dropped on the A bomb site, but Ben Leet is still there. NertZ focused on B now as Maden hasn't been checked for. That is a colossal mistake from Chop, and it could cost him everything. Easy transfer from Maden. This one might slip away. They've still got a 2 versus 1, but do they know where NertZ is? The bomb carrier's alone on the bomb site for now, waiting for the backup to come. Just about got the time, but his leg's been seen. But he will deliver that final kill. A huge mistake from Party Astronauts, but they will survive.
Yeah, solid recovery, because that must have got hectic in the comms. I'm sure everyone was yelling, trying to figure out exactly where Maden is. But well recovered. And honestly, PwnAlone is having a pretty solid start for himself on that AWP. Got a 3K in that round. Not always in easy positions either, as he moved towards that B bomb site. He deserves a lot of credit for helping them come through in that round. Now ENCE forced down to a low buy again. They're going to go aggressive. Our Party Astronauts ready here. Viz round the corner. We'll hear those steps. Snappy is able to trade, but a spray comes through from top mid instead. That aggression not really working out for ENCE early.
Nice early scenario for Party Astronauts, just getting rid of that deficit completely. Putting ENCE in a position where they have to find their way back into this game of Ancients. As long as there are no slip-ups, every round is basically worth 2 here for Party Astronauts. Sports psychology, that's the way they need to look at it. These rounds are compulsory once they break the bye. It's all more dangerous with these Desert Eagles, though. But again, they've got the util. They've got some flashes here. Oh, that's a nasty quick 2-tap from D-Hart. Numbers are getting a bit smaller here. Maybe 2 pokey proddy need to start clearing this bomb site. That will certainly help. D-Hart's got an AK-47, though, and some angles to spray. Not quite making that connection. Looking for a push through the smoke. Will be a consideration to hold on to this AK-47, which I think he's going to do. So we'll soon have a tied scoreline. This is the pick of Party Astronauts, but I would imagine ENCE expect to win this in 2. If that is the case, then they need to get back on the gas pedal immediately.
Especially because ENCE actually banned Inferno as their permaban, which is probably Party Astronauts' best map. So Party Astronauts didn't have an obvious pick here. Even Ancient is a solid map for ENCE. Oh, yes. Trying to be sneaky. A little jump scare for Chop. But it is going to be Party Astronauts coming back into this one. Obviously, we know that ENCE are no strangers to some Ancient. Over at Dallas, they had that unbelievable map against FaZe. 31-28. That one ended up as. So ENCE have definitely got their reps in on Ancient recently. But Party Astronauts taking it to them right now. Mac-10 into this round. Sexy given the freedom on this team. He moves in and instantly decapitates Maden.
Beautiful play from Party Astronauts. And look at the shutdown from them. That smoke is glorious. What do ENCE do here? They've got to wait for an opening, but Party Astronauts have so much util. They've got 2 more smokes to throw. They can hold these choke points, or some of them, for a very long time. PwnAlone might be the right man for the job here with the AWP. Sees the grenades coming. How did he eat that one? That must have been deep. Does he go for the quick scope, though? Will there be a flash from his teammates? No, ENCE are retracting from this one. Again, really isn't worth it. I think it's just too high risk with these choke points and the utility that Party Astronauts had. Use minimal util to get onto that bomb site. So much post-plant that they were outmaneuvered simply. And now ENCE are behind Party Astronauts on the first map of this series.
Really nice pace change in general. Party Astronauts haven't tried too many of those incredibly quick plays. But I also think it's a great time to go in with that MAC-10 because ENCE's money was an issue for them. They could not afford helmets. And maden didn't have a helmet in that round. So that MAC-10 will shred as soon as you hit the headshot. That's exactly what happens there on the entry. And that is the sort of play you can expect from Sexy. He'll run in. He will be the battering ram for the team. He will play with no fear and just go in first and try and use his raw skill, which he absolutely has.
I have a shark tooth around my neck. This guy's got a turtle, an entire turtle around his neck. You've got to respect
safe.
that.
Yeah.
Is it a turtle or a tortoise, though?
Oh, we got to ask.
A tortoise. That is the question. Answers on a postcard. Quick discussion from ENCE. You can see they are discussing the rounds that have passed, what the players are doing, what they can glean from that for the future. Some coach info there as well. Noise cancelling in-ears for NertZ. Shenanigans being planned by the astronauts. You know, with people like Jeff Bezos going to space, NASA changed the definition of an astronaut. So these rich tourists can't claim West Side. You know?
I like that.
Yeah, that's good. That's needed.
Yeah, you
can't water things down.
Got to be doing important sciencey stuff.
Now here comes that sniper. Got to be careful though, because Snappy will be lurking. See how deep he goes. There's a smoke up for the time being. Sexy be creeping as well. Made his way to the other side of mid already. That's going to pull Dihar's attention away from other jobs potentially. See them both creeping around Red Room. PwnAlone will announce his presence around that B bomb site. And again, Snappy's in that tough spot. Often is. Dihar makes it look easy in the meantime. Bomb's been spotted. Snappy's been traded. And Dihar will have to make his way. Dealt with the Red Room player already. Then Leak gets dropped, but he's got a good information. One more player towards the A bomb site. 50 seconds on the clock for Party Astronauts. As PwnAlone is scoped in and seeking an enemy. That's the bomb dropped in the smoke now. PwnAlone needs someone to peek in. That's what he was looking for, finally. Trying to make some space for himself. Dihar goes back instead of forth into the smoke there. Playing the long game, 32 seconds. PwnAlone probably expected to go for that bomb, but that scope will concede his position. That's all the information ENCE need. And it's ring around the rosy. As the CTs keep on coming, but he's found a 1v1 here, still with the Tech 9. SunPayus' up will be enough. ENCE have an expensive round, but they make their way forward one more.
I really like the way PwnAlone tried to break that down. Here's the molly, hit that second player. Goes for the full wrap around. I'm a little surprised that he wasn't being watched for as he wrapped all the way around there. But CT got the read wrong. Still not able to win the clutch though. Once he was given that first opportunity, even though Dihar's not looking, SunPayus arrives with his CT sniper. And good to see that all back in SunPayus' hands. Looks like he will be pivotal for ENCE on this CT
Oh, the combo! Oh, another one!
How is he alive?
Oh my days! Chop is just target #1 in this round. The molly. Oh, we don't even have time to talk about this because PwnAlone's trying to get his squad into an even better position, and he will. Snappy dropped. despite Chop being oppressed out of this round, they still have a great situation as Sexy makes way towards the A-bomb site, but he can't deal with NertZ. He's got PwnAlone making some steps through that smoke, finishes off the job. Instant trade from maden though, holds down the position. There's only 2 CTs remaining though. And with over a minute on the clock, Party Astronauts can stay together and surely have a 2v1 situation wherever they choose to go. Got to be careful about that scoping though, because that may concede the position. maden won't see them slip through mid, trying to hold the angle and the A-bomb sites at the same time. Big vulnerabilities then. Which way do they go?
At least maden is checking back to A occasionally. But if they come in through Temple, going to be hard for him to see anything before they start trying to plant that bomb. And Party Astronauts even still have utility. Could definitely see that smoke being deployed towards Donut.
Planted for Donut then, and making their way away. Looking for that rotator. Now, how far does he go, SunPayus? He needs to play off of maden, surely. But it's so rough, his barrel will have to compromise his position. Unless he rotates like a cone. Oh, PwnAlone's looking the other way. SunPayus, great timing. The patience pays off there on the bomb now, but surely Viz is somewhere spraying that bomb. He's got great cover at the very least. The smoke up will help him. The flash is up as well, trying to body block. No. He thinks he's taken the diffuser off, but he hasn't. And there's the robbery. ENCE steal the round away. Didn't see it coming. Didn't really have anything to lose by spraying it either, I think, there. But here we are.
Yeah, you can understand why Viz thought it, but when the time is that low, maybe it is worth just making sure, because they're not peeking you. They have to be somewhere. Turns out they're in the smoke still on the bomb. It's a good mid-round call as well, but SunPayus' patience was fantastic. And then you see, just not able to figure it out in time. Really went down to the wire, and that means ENCE still have a couple of weak weapons in the mix for this round. At least SunPayus still has that AWP. Mid taken early by Party Astronauts. Snappy is still sticking around in this aggressive angle. I feel like once the smoke fades, he has to drop back though. And he agrees.
So much action in that round. We didn't even get to credit all that util that Chop was just constantly running away from, only to get headshots in mid.
That literally looked like a game where he's like the target and everyone can see exactly where he is on the map. He just gets nades chucked at him.
Party Astronauts then executing into the B bomb site. SunPayus in battle sniper mode, flicking the bomb immediately, looking for the second one, but Sexy will trade. Snapping out, trying to hold down 2 angles, looks to his left, eyes from his right. 3-on-3 as the bomb is planted. One more smoke for PA, which will be posted up. That will deal with 1 choke point to some degree at least. 2 in CT, maden and dHeart. NertZ coming in from the back. PwnAlone trying to find the right angle at the right time. Seems to be the initial engager. Swing and then miss from him. That's going to open up Viz for dHeart. He will trade eventually. They still seem in control of the bomb site, but things are escalating so quickly.
Is there a kit?
There isn't a kit, not for either of them, so they'll just about hang on to this round, Party Astronauts, and tie the score once again.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was one dropped on the site or not, but not meant to be. You can see what NertZ is trying there on that really late flank, and if they have a kit, I think that would have been a great play, because he just takes so long that they entirely overlook his position. He arrives on the flank, the AWP gets picked off, but enough time bought by Party Astronauts to steal away the round win. Last round of the half, a competitive half of Ancient here.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, and again, ENCE having just a few issues with their economy throughout. Party Astronauts keep keeping them down.
Snappy on that MP7 once again. Support flashes come in by PwnAlone, allowing Sexy to get a blind NertZ in mid. dHeart having to pre-fire to try and fall back and hold position. So awkward for him, but PwnAlone's got the bomb. PwnAlone had the bomb, but there are T's all over the shop and nowhere for D-Hard to go. 4 on 3, and Party Astronauts are threatening to lead at half-time, but there's still more work to be done. Chop still trying to hold rotation on the other side of the map, but he's walking into SunPayus, turns at the right time. And then there were two, maden and Snappy versus 4. Snappy with that MP7 will get one close, and things will quickly be tied. Molly onto that bomb and some spray as well. He'll have to wait it out, Snappy. No kit for Snappy, no kit for maden. And the T's are on the way. Chop and Veers. That bomb's been touched. Big spray from Veers. If he tries to find it, he'll drop maden at the very least. There's nothing really for Snappy to do here. The big swing comes out from Chop, and Party Astronauts will lead at half time, 8-7 versus ENCE.
This feeling, it's setting all my doubts on fire. Ooh, like you won't believe it. Won't let a moment pass me by. Too late, can't win, I'm giving in. 'Cause I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming over me. I just keep dancing. Ooh, morning light so blinding. It's on the ceiling and the wall. Where is my name? 'Cause I can't find it. Those early memory lane walls. But I know it's the price that you pay. Ooh, for living it up on Saturday. I can't win, I'm giving in. 'Cause I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming over me. I just keep dancing. Feeling this great is worth the wait. I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming over me. I just keep dancing. I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming over me. I just keep dancing. You and I, we're like dynamite. Got plenty of reasons to take you home. Shining bright with those diamond eyes. Ain't no way I'm ever letting go. Boy, I'll be loyal to you. No need for drama. Feel royal with you. Cry like Impala. Is it?
Party Astronauts are giving it, as Neil M would say. One round to the good versus ENCE as we move into the second half of Ancient. This is their pick past the Astronauts, and well, let's see how far they can go. Starting on the CT side, Sexy and Veers will have the Julies. P2000 for PwnAlone. Always got to highlight the P2000 enjoyers. Aren't many of them versus the USPs, but here we go. ENCE into that B bomb site with 4 of the players. Well, 3 of the players. Snappy's holding the back, but 2 of them have been domed immediately. D-Hard planting the bomb, feeling somewhat lonely. got maden next to him at the very least. And here come all these CTs. 5-man retake with a flash from Ben Leet as well. There is a crossfire for ENCE, but how long will it last? In they go. Snappy not showing just yet. 3 kills for Snappy, it seems. Looking for another one. But look at this stream of retake kills from Party Astronauts, outnumbering, overwhelming, and defusing for the second pistol.
Yeah, and remember, ENCE won that pistol in the first half. They got off to a good start, so only fair that Party Astronauts pick up the second half pistol themselves, and now they're in an excellent position here if they can convert this. There was that bomb plant in from ENCE, but pretty well played, just getting these early 2 frags. That one through the smoke always helps, but the dualies also delivering. Saw how good they can be in the first half pistol as well.
Pure
Sexy for them
focus.
to use that.
Love that camera shot, just pure focus. The man knows there is a job to be done here.
This force buy is so brutal, though. It's still good for ENCE.
How long will it be good for, though? With PwnAlone's angle, that's really going to cut the numbers down.
They don't have the bomb.
They don't have the bomb, and SunPayus cannot withstand that heat. 12 HP for him. Strong enough response to Party Astronauts. This will be an important duel, though. Viz just about saw NertZ, but that MP7 is strong. 2-on-2, gets an upgrade in range with the FAMAS. Bomb is still in the possession of Party Astronauts, but where do they position themselves? There are a number of choke points that they've got to deal with now and try and cover each other. So they've cleared A long at the very least, and they might recede into that position. That will save them from having to worry about CT spawn, Donut, Temple. 1 minute, that's going to feel like a very long time for Party Astronauts to wait for ENCE to emerge. But how do they? With SunPayus at 12 HP, he kind of has to go first, but surely he dies immediately. With the Galil, he's not going to be one-shotting these players. They'll post up a smoke. There is a slight gap in there. Down goes SunPayus. It's NertZ now with 40 HP in the FAMAS. Somewhat awkward for him, but he's got a smoke of his own. He needs to get a reload in, or another weapon. Only 7 bullets in that one. Now he's got to try and draw them out with this by collecting this bomb. Oh my days. Sexy versus NertZ. He's fully committing to the bomb plant here. Sex doesn't fancy it through the smoke. This is winnable now suddenly for NertZ. He's actually clutched it as well. Unbelievable.
That is so well played by NertZ. Hasn't been his best game, but he's meant to be the star rifler on this team, and he's just showed us why. What an overperformance there in the 1-on-2. Spams the first player through the smoke, just gets the right read that they are going to be sitting close behind it. And then committing to the bomb plant is a huge risk, but it's one that pays off. As soon as he gets the bomb down, he's in the better position. No reaction.
That decision-making is crazy. He knows they're going to be watching the smoke on the edge. Finds a kill from his own smarts. Snappy now back to his shenanigans as ENCE are firmly in control. PwnAlone on the Mag 7. The climate has dramatically changed as far as the CTs are concerned. What a monster clutch. Really shuts down the momentum for Party Astronauts. Great individual play. Absorbing the information. Making the right decisions there for ENCE. NertZ. Been a whirlwind on this team so far. When you have a player who can pull a round out like that, really makes for a strong team, or certainly a important piece to a strong team.
That could be such a game changer. Felt like Party Astronauts were going to come out to a strong lead on their CT side of their map pick. That would point everything in the direction of Party Astronauts being in a good position to close the map. But now it is very much up in the air. Heard ENCE saying in their pre-game interviews yesterday, they were maybe suffering with a bit of jet lag, still adapting to being back in Europe, but they said today they've had time to have their rest, everything is sorted. So if Party Astronauts can play ENCE close on Ancient right now, it's just because Party Astronauts are able to match up against them. They're playing well. But that round from ENCE could be a real brutal one.
I don't know if Dihar's headset is a little loose or he's just a big fan of bubble wrap.
I was going to say, is he just like bought a new headset and forgotten to take some of the packaging off? Looks a bit strange.
Take another look at that a bit later on. But for now, this is a poverty round. Poverty astronauts.
I feel like that's probably one of the worst jobs to, like, you wouldn't want to work for an astronaut company that's cutting corners, you know? That wouldn't be ideal.
No, it wouldn't be. I want to see a launch at some point. There's a place called Surf Beach in California, which you have to access by going through a military base. And there's a SpaceX launch pad there. So you can go and see some launches there from a safe distance sometimes, but I have not encountered one yet. Anyway, the eco round is done. Setting the pace for the remainder of the, or for the coming rounds at least, for Party Astronauts. What character is that?
I don't know. I know that DL's a big anime fan, though.
If you were going to get an anime tattoo, who would it be?
I don't really watch much anime. Like, the thing I've liked that is animated is I really love Spirited Away. And it's not an anime. But I go for something from there. Like, some of those visuals are fantastic. We got 2 Mac 10s from ENCE, and they got loads of money. So I wonder if we see them sending it or not. Maybe just keeping them as a bonus. That's coming out through mid, not with a Mac 10. The AK can do the job, though.
Oh, he knows it's empty, doesn't he? He knows it's empty. DR doesn't have the range unless they figure out that CT choke point. And the hesitation has given Ben Leeds an option. They know they took down a donut player, but they didn't know if somebody would be on there. You would expect somebody would be. Snappy might be the man to clean up, though. DR left in position to run distraction on this squad as they rotate over towards that B bomb site. And now Snappy can cut off the rotation in his position in Red Room. He has to be dealt with here. And Choco tried to do that, but he will be denied. Snappy still in the same position, put PwnAlone on 40 HP, and maden's here to make things even worse with the Mac 10 at close range. That is quite a fast mid-round call from ENCE to pivot from the A bomb site to the B. These kind of decisions are going to make it real hard for Party Astronauts to defeat ENCE on Ancient here.
Oh, don't see a Mac 10 execute like that too often. Nice positioning from Ben Leet, but it's only going to allow the save. Yeah, what a call from ENCE in this round. Just realizing how much pressure they had put on that A bomb site off the back of that initial kill. And Party Astronauts all just got sucked in. It's almost like a black hole on that A site. They realized they needed to try and cover up the gap. It leaves B wide open. Fantastic call there from ENCE. Their class showing through in that round.
I'm still waiting for the ENCE boxer shorts to be released. They made prototypes but never went through with them. Natu, if you're watching, I'm still waiting. You don't need any more customers than me. But back into the match. This is a tense situation for Party Astronauts. They've got a fair few rounds on the board. They've got a chance to win this game of Ancient. This is their pick. They are coming into this to get a W. But ENCE are holding forth. You can see the depth of the individuals of the team to win some of these rounds where they've been in a rough position. So a fascinating game of Ancient we've seen so far. There'll be a hero AK-47 in the hands of Ben Leet. The rest of the team will have dangerous pistols. Those armor-piercing 5.7s will be on deck. PwnAlone with the P250 and some utility. ENCE looking to keep this one simple. Breach the A-bomb site. Sexy's in the donut position. The remainder of his team are very far away indeed.
Yeah, the utility's solid as well. Maybe if you have a rifle, it's a little easier to try and spam that bomb. But with the 5-7, not going to be easy to land enough damage. The Astronauts might as well hang around here, see what they can do. Oh, Snappy's even trying to get them in the back. Cheeky attempt. Oh, not going to pay off for him, though. PwnAlone wins the fight, so that's another AK given away. PwnAlone will try and stick around. They are exiting behind him right now. Okay, bit of damage done.
Ding dong, rang the bell. Money is rising for the squad. Let's see what they can do now, Party Astronauts. I like the energy from their coach. Again, the players remain focused. Three-round deficit now. ENCE got the 4 AKs and AWP on deck. 2 AKs in hands of Party Astronauts, though, could be a difference maker if they're fast enough, if they're sharp enough.
Man, it's just A again.
Looking for a repeat maybe of that previous round, but it's not the same round at all, is it? The AWP is here for Party Astronauts, and that'll be some extra space for PwnAlone, but there's extra mollies as well. He's still forced back, but he still has an angle. Things will slow down. NertZ will be dropped in mid. He's been a problem, but this time he'll be dealt with. ENCE aren't out of this round just yet, but look how forward Party Astronauts are playing. They still got a smoke up on the doors towards this B bomb site. There's the odd flash here and there for Party Astronauts, but that's all the util they really have. So they'll have to fall back, but they've got a 5 versus 3 anyway. SunPayus still lurking towards the A bomb site. Does he go deeper to try and make something happen with the rest of his team on the other side? That scope had to be deliberate. He came off the scope, scoped in, pulled his knife out, and walked away towards B. He knows the donut player is going to hear that. It's not causing an over-rotation, though. But ENCE are creeping onto this bomb site. Viz has spotted Snappy. That's the bomb scene. It's all the information they need, Party Astronauts. Those few flashes come out. Makes the 4th kill very easy indeed. Didn't take the bait from that scope.
Ouch. Yeah, damage, not even an option for ENCE. That is annoying for them because Party Astronauts already had a bit of money in the bank from saving the AKs in the earlier round. So this is going to put Party Astronauts in a pretty good position now. 4 AKs on the CT side, a bit of money built up. It is much better than the position they were in earlier. And I really like PwnAlone playing the AWP on A there, because sometimes Party Astronauts will play with PwnAlone, just solo anchoring that A bomb site. And as the in-game leader, he is a very low fragging in-game leader. That's almost like having HooXi anchor a bomb site, if you want a sort of analogy. So I kind of like that they have the AWP there instead, catching him out. Now we'll see how these mid-fights go down. NertZ has generally been having a good time here. In that last round, he got countered. This is the thing, though. ENCE, more than any team, are happy to just run the same or similar plays over and over again. There is a very real chance we get another A play here.
More focus on Donut this time. Looks like it might be a split. But I wonder if Party Astronauts are reading something. They've rotated a 3rd man over. PwnAlone posting up towards long now, wondering as PwnAlone is in front of that smoke, trying to defend Donut. He'll be traded though. That'll compromise PwnAlone's position. Or will it? He'll trade the frag and hold down long as well. Snappy alone now, 1 versus 3. Molotov to try and create some space. He's got 2 more to find in 1 minute. They are somewhat split, but they will win that last frag. Party Astronauts secure another round, rescue the AWP as well.
So impressed by PwnAlone in this map right now. 22 for 15. But the way he just hides behind the box there is brilliant. Because of that big rotate with the riflers, you can kind of see that ENCE weren't really expecting an AWP to be behind the box in that position. It allows him to get some fights against players without utility against him. It's Diha's lucky charm. Not so lucky right now.
It's all in the Turtle. Turtles beat Dalmatians at the moment. That's what we can glean from this match. I love how vocal the coach is, because again,
it's great.
There's a lot of people stand behind teams. Not a lot of those people are useful. Some of those people are cheerleaders. Here to make sure that people get on planes and so on. But we can hear this guy has got significant input in the team, setting the status quo, laying out multiple rounds. There is real contribution here.
Very specific as well, with sometimes making sure nades are in the right places. You want to have those specifics in place. You might see ENCE start to test this B bomb site then, because they have been very A-focused so far. Nice flash against SunPayus. Might allow PwnAlone to post up on the angle instead. See what the coordination from Party Astronauts looks like on this B site. So you have to figure out, if the smokes come in against you, how do you want to play? Do you want to try and fight together ahead of the smokes? Are you happy to play retake? It's a tough question sometimes. The CTs have to be on the same page. Oh, dangerous game. Missed shot this time though.
Heading towards that 45-second mark, and we could see ENCE bunched up towards B. We saw that early rotation of a third man towards A at the right time and around prior for Party Astronauts. Not currently the case here. They don't have the full understanding of the situation in mid. Party Astronauts and have two players focused on that, but PwnAlone starting to rotate over. He might be smoked off once he gets to the bomb site. Chop will have to deliver in the meantime, looking for that transfer, and Viz will clean up two for him as SunPayus runs into a more aggressive angle and drops Viz. What does PwnAlone do now? Running in to try and stop that bomb from being planted. Desperate. That gives away the man advantage. 2-on-2 now. Made one and Snappy drops. SunPayus with less than 20 HP remains. And he's got to find the clutch. They'll wait for the smoke to go, so they can both move in at the same time. SunPayus trying to find an angle, trying to find that 1v1 before the second player comes through, but he won't win it. Party Astronauts continue now as they tie the score 12-12.
It's a little concern when PwnAlone went running through that smoke, but his teammates have it covered. And I love that initial site hold. They're so committed there to the site on the Party Astronauts side. But they set up Viz really nicely to be able to get that double spray down. And you could clearly see that they were on the same page. They were both deciding to commit to the site. The distraction of Chop allows Viz to swing into players not looking his way from the other side of the site. Very well coordinated between them. And ENCE taking their final time out here. Saw an SG picked up by SunPayus. I think he had to go without a helmet as well.
Yeah, let's keep the focus up until the end. Let's go, guys.
They do need to pick it up right now on the ENCE side. Yeah, man, Sexy loves an early fight. Takes more opening duels than anyone else. They let him off the leash a lot. Hasn't really been him delivering so far, though. It's been his teammates all tied up as ENCE have got themselves a buy together.
Out goes the sentry. NertZ into mid once again. Sexy's got to be careful about these reloads because they are lurking in that smoke. I think you might realize it. That molly is very well placed indeed. We expect a second play there. Spots in. Able to reload around the corner as well. But look at this distraction. In the meantime, oh, there's a big focus in mid from the CTs. But they've lost all position on A. And DR will hold down this donut position for long enough. 3-on-3 then. As the CTs find themselves with, I thought was going to be a brutal angle from SunPayus, but PwnAlone's faster, quicker on that trigger finger. 3v2, 3 kits for Party Astronauts as well. And now the numbers are even as Maden drops PwnAlone. That chop comes in, finds one for 3. Snappy with the Mac 10, can't get it done. And they will be in the lead then. Party Astronauts will go 13-12. And Sexy knows he knew they were in that smoke. He's saying that's why he threw that Molotov, held them in their position. And did enough.
Yeah, I love to see that reaction after the round. And again, PwnAlone pretty much just pre-aiming that position. It's a common one for T's to hold once they're in the post plant. So he just pre-aims that angle perfectly. Retake comes on in, and Snappy left in a tough position at the end there with the Mac 10. Bomb plant will allow another buy from ENCE though. And Party Astronauts, they haven't really had to fight mid too aggressively. They've been happy to play from the sites. This is another switch up from PwnAlone. ENCE not going too aggressive early though. I'll wait out some of this CT utility.
It's great to see the sharp game sense from Party Astronauts. Not afraid to make the right decision versus a very winning team. There is a smoke for ENCE, and that is all there is right now. NertZ traded in mid, and Chop isn't going to wait around, immediately going closer to that B bomb site. PwnAlone not fast on this occasion. They are moving in. All about the entries for ENCE, and that's what they are delivering. 4-on-2, a very expensive round for Party Astronauts so far. Will they continue to go for this? The money's not spectacular across the board, so there is a consideration for the save.
It's just so hard to win from here. Well, especially now, they've lost Chop. 2v4 was never going to be easy. PwnAlone wants to do damage, but he's getting flanked right now, and he will be handled. ENCE step up at the right time, just with their individuals more than anything. And that is something this ENCE team have. I really think all the riflers on this team, maybe outside of Snappy, are so sharp. Maden is someone who I think doesn't get a lot of love sometimes. He plays some hard positions, but his aim is also fantastic when going for those quick headshots. That's what ENCE can do. They can very quickly just win a round off the back of their individuals.
Yeah, that money's a bit dodgy.
It is.
Chop of 6,900. See how it looks across the board. What is PwnAlone going to have on the floor? Find out in a second. But again, they basically had no util. They had one smoke and loads of wide swingers. Ferrari peaks from ENCE. Just give them the freedom, unlock all the players in that round. So PwnAlone's got the CZ75. Wow. I think the save should have been called in that 2 versus 4. Because he didn't need to come into a round like this with a bye this week.
I see most players on the 5-7 these days, rather than the CZ. I've seen Hunter do some crazy things with it though, so I'm not going to count it out.
I'm a CZ enjoyer. It requires less thought.
But then if you miss a few bullets, you're screwed, I feel like. Like the 5-7 has so many bullets.
I've never missed a bullet with a CZ.
Okay. That's how you do it. Sexy is pushed into A main right now, so that's some really solid info. Might allow Party Astronauts to be more prepared on this B site. You can see in this round, the CT's playing much further back from B. In earlier rounds, they were fighting for the site. This time, it might be more of a retake setup. And yeah, you can't be fighting mid with the CZ.
Yeah, I think Ben's util might be the most important thing he can bring into this one. Donut player has been lost, though.
Sexy's pushed through A main, though. So that is the info they need to realize this is a B play right here.
What can he do from this range with the MP9? Even if he sees players up here, it is not an easy duel. Even one burst, you'd need multiple bursts. This, perhaps more doable. NertZ would always be a big frag to pick up. Just getting close enough to secure that kill. And now ENCE have to realize the game is up. That's a hell of a meaty grenade, though. Will there be a boost in that smoke, I wonder? Snappy trying to clear the site. Party Astronauts, up they go. They spot the bomb plants up, but there's Snappy spray denied. 4v3 retake then for Party Astronauts. Bentley hasn't found a rifle yet. Still here with that CZ, hiding in the smoke, spotted and swatted by DR. Numbers are even as they try to make their way in, but that's a great burst from DR, and it gets worse for Party Astronauts. Chop and Viz. Only Viz has the kit. 2v3. Thinking about saving this time. ENCE will be in the lead once again. Do wonder what they might have been able to do, though, if they all had rifles. They'd saved those weapons in the previous round.
And another player lost. These saves are not working for Party Astronauts. I thought this man would back off to A main. It's okay, though. Chop will survive. And looks like he wanted that AWP, which I think he did save at the end there. Looked like the info was going to be good. I really thought that Chop might be able to deny the bomb from being planted up on that boost. But clearly it just didn't happen for him, even with all this info from 60. And DR has really stepped up in the last couple of rounds. There's the bubble wrap. Oh man, I mean, yeah, at least the AWP was saved. But that is all they have. How do you activate the AWP in this round?
What a horrible time to be broken as well, considering the score. But again, maybe they don't play the round out the same way, not as aggressive on A long.
Ooh, okay.
That'll do. And he holds the goals, they say. Yeah, perhaps the round doesn't play out in the same way, but an M4 instead of a CZ, maybe an M4 instead of an MP9. And who knows? PwnAlone is dead. And that AWP might not be rescued. It will be a miracle round for Chop with this USP. No deaths in this position should mean no guns in this position. He has to wonder where they are. Where are they guns as well? There they are. A great effort from PwnAlone. A small highlight in a lost round. Game point for ENCE.
Might be Party Astronauts' pick. It might have been a pretty good start from them. But ENCE have come through in this second half here. Have to take those shots, especially when you know your teammates have not got the big guns in play. And PwnAlone, honestly, he's looked really quick with his AWPing. I've enjoyed seeing his AWPing in this game, but doesn't have one in this round. And what could be the last round of the map. That's a start, though, through the smoke. Sexy's got the lineup.
What about the A-bomb site, though? There is no one to defend it, really. We've got Bentley, Tin Donut with the FAMAS. Retake territory for Party Astronauts. They have a fair amount of util, though. If they've got the lineup, speaking of, SunPayus gets the Hunger Buster, 2-for-1, the meal deal, 3 sliders, 3 potato fries. Viz and Bentley remain, trying to hold on to this game. So much work for them to do. Viz goes past the angle, but still wins the duel with Snappy. There might be a chance here. They don't have kits, though. Is there one on the site? SunPayus has a great angle, and Viz has only 19 HP. And it's over. ENCE will come back and take Ancient over Party Astronauts.
Solid performance, honestly. Happy with that. And yeah, I think over on the ENCE side, listen, it's not a pretty map win, but it's a map win, and you can see the fist bumps all round. This point in the tournament,